Hello everyone, this is THG, aka the Skiing Gamer, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Flip Throughs. This is episode 19. Sorry I haven't done any of these in a while, but now it's finally back and full on duty to the swing of things. So be sure to check out this series along with my other series of games where I've been playing, Season 4, every other Friday on my channel. So anyway, without further ado, let's get it started. Alright, for the returning episodes of flip throughs, in this episode right here, we got to do the flip throughs of The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past comic book and story and art by Sho Aratami. It basically is like a similar version of the Super Mario Adventures one, which you haven't seen this episode of this flip throughs of this comic right here, be sure to check it out on my channel. It's on my playlist and stuff. But we today and all that stuff for this episode, we gotta flip through this one. So back in like 1993, during the NES and Super Nintendo era, when you read through them, like through the games and all this stuff, you read like partial chapters of this right here, some more adventures, and Link to the Past. So back in 1993, if you have like Nintendo Power back in the day and all that stuff, which I never really grew up in the early 90s Nintendo Power. I grew up with the 2001 during the GameCube, Game Boy Advance era. But these right here and all that stuff, if you have Nintendo Power back in the day, you read like a couple of these chapters of both of these right here. And finally, back in like 2015, 2016, Nintendo and Fizz Media started to release these in their own comic book form in full pages and all of that stuff. So take some things from Nintendo Power and make it their own comic book and stuff. And so similar to this one right here and all that stuff. I got a Barnes and Noble, just like um the Super Mario Adventures one, like a couple years back and all that stuff. So today and for this episode right here, we gotta flip through this one right here. And Zelda Link to the Past, which I played a little bit of it on the Super Nintendo as a kid, but never beat it as a kid. But in the Game Boy Advance one, right here, which is Zelda Link to the Past Four Swords, I grew up with it. I saw the commercial as a kid, and I beat this game as an adult. And the soundtrack is great, and the 2D aspect of the game is great, and this game is really great. One of the 2D top-down Zelda games of all time, before the 3D ones and all the other stuff. So I grew up with Link to the Past. This is my first Zelda game I played. I never grew up with NES ones. I grew up with Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo and the 3D ones, which is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, etc., etc. So there is that. That's my memories and history of Link to the Past. So for today's episode, we got to flip through this comic right here. So tell me, comment below, what your fond memories of flipping through chapters of Link to the Past alongside with the Super Mario Adventure one. So if you haven't, like, once again, if you haven't seen this episode of this one right here, be sure to check it out on my channel. It's on my flip through playlist. So anyway, without further ado, let's flip through this comic. Alright, so start off right here. We start with the front. It's all shiny right here. Master Sword in the front. And on the back side too. The art detail on this is really dope. And the creator of this did an amazing job back in the day with the art and all that stuff. So yeah, there is the back. There's the front. There is the beginning of the page and the title. And here are 12 chapters of the Zelda Link to the Past comic book. So we got to skim through some of the chapters, not all the pages, but we got to do some of the pages, not all the pages for each chapter and all that stuff. So anyway, without further ado, let's flip through it. So here's chapter 1, which is Hero Awakening. The art in back in the day is looks really really spectacular. So here is chapter one right here, Hero Awakening. Link was sleeping in his dream and in the castle and all that stuff. And the dialogue for this right here, similar to the Super Mario Adventure one, was so funny. And there's Princess Zelda right here, which is like her art. Who made somebody who designed her and all this stuff did a really really great job. So here closer to that, in case you didn't see it. The art for Princess Zelda is so dope. And Link cannot find his master sword right here. It was like, where's the master sword and all that. And here's chapter 2, Wise Men Warning. And there's a warning sign pull up for Link. It says like for kidnapping the large warranty, the king. I guess they are looking out for him and all that stuff. Link trying to get the Master Sword, but the enemies kept surrounding him and all that stuff. And there's the palace, and Link is trying to climb to and all that to try to get the Master Sword and stuff. And here's chapter 3, which is Book of Morta, which since he got the Master Sword and stuff, he trying to look for the Book of Mordorta. There it is, Zelda all in a jail cell and stuff, which is really really kind of sad. And Link is trying to like save her and find her and all of her stuff. And Link is stranded onto the desert. Yeah, the art in this looks really spectacular back in the day. Even though I didn't grow up with the earlier Nintendo powers in the '90s and all that stuff, even though I was like 1 years old and stuff, but the art in this will look really really dope. And there it is, everything sinking, and Link is like falling to like an Egyptian chop in the sand and all that stuff. And there's the boss right here, which is Lola, which is like as a kid playing on the Super Nintendo was really really hard, but being an adult like 6 years ago, back in 2018, he was kind of easy. So yeah, there is that. Here's the Lola. Lincoln trying to like defeat it. All right, here's chapter 4, which is the Master Sword. Link defeat the monster and all that stuff. And the comic is different from the game, just like the Super Mario Adventures one, in case anybody know. So the big fan of the game, the Link to the Past game from the Super Nintendo Game Boy Advance game, I highly recommend this comic book right here. It's different from the game. So yeah, there's that. Link is still stranded in the desert until the Master found him and all that stuff. And he drew the Legend of Zelda Hyrule logo, which activate the powers of the Hyrule and all that stuff. There it is. They entering the Tower of Hera. In case you didn't see that. There is Link is getting into more trouble. And the art on the enemies is so good in this graphic novel. And there it is, you guys. Link finally grabbed the Master Sword, which is the art on the sword and all that is so spectacular. By the way that Link grabbing it and all that, so spectacular. Kind of like the game too. All right, we on chapter 5, which is an old enemy. Link finally got the Master Sword, so the adventures begin and all that. And there it is. Link is on the quest to save Zelda, and the ancestors trying to like take Zelda's soul and all that. And Link is trying to go to the Dark World and all that. See that right there? Trying to save the princess and all that. Just really, really uh awesome. Uh-oh, they got Zelda now. And they all the enemies want to do to get the Triforce from Link and all that. Alright, chapter 6, a fool in the shape of a tree. With all the art with the lightning and all that. Which is like I said, the art is so spectacular in this graphic novel. Which is really, really classic during the early 90s and all that. Oh, you try and put the bomb in the monster's mouth and all that. It says kabloom and all that. It says to be continued. So, which it could move on to the next chapter and stuff. All right, chapter 7, which is Sora's Mask. So he trying to like get the Sora's Mask to save Zelda. They get to Ganondorf, etc., etc. So here's chapter 7, Sora's Mask. Like 5 more chapters to go. The monster Link trying to tell the monster he tried to save Zelda and all that. Now I know why Sora put the thing on my face, which like a dialogue in this is so funny. Like I said before. So tell me in comment below what your fond memories of reading through the chapters of Link to the Past back in the day when you had the subscriptions to Nintendo Power in the 90s. Need to leave a comment below. And there it is. Link should try to fight more monsters along with the fairy and all that. Says kaboom. Just like wow. The comic art in this is like so spectacular. Alright, did he try to save the fairy and all that stuff? And the fairy Link is trying to ask the fairy like where's Zelda at and all that, and the person said like give me the master sword and etc and all that. Alright, chapter 8, Rome the Mystery Knight, which is like a stranger who trying to help Link to save on the quest to save Zelda and all that stuff. And Rome tried to tell Link, you're weak and all that other stuff, trying to train him to be the hero and all that. And the master telling the story about the earthquake and all the other events. Link it must be thinking of Zelda in the crystal form and all that. Yeah, all of it in the well and all of her stuff. And we gotta skim through some pages and all that. We gotta skip through chapter 9 and chapter 10. And here's you guys chapter 11, which is the Gannis Tower, which is like the finale road of Link saving Zelda from Ganon with along with his friend right here, which is like really awesome. And the graphics and the art in this looks so spectacular back in the day. So yeah, chapter 11, Gannis Tower. See that right there? Link tried to tell Zelda you're okay and all that. Tried to save her from Ganon and all that stuff. There it is. Link and Zelda is finally together and all that other stuff. They can sense evil in the air, which means Ganon. It's one step closer to Ganon and beating Ganon for good to save Hyrule and all that. And there it is. Here is Ganon. This is a look Ganon look back in the day before Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, and all of the other stuff. So here's Ganon from Link to the Past. This is a final battle between Link and Ganon, and hopefully Link defeat Ganon and all that, just like the game. And here is, guys, Chapter 12, the final battle between Link and Ganon. Which back in the day, people used to call Ganon a pig and all that stuff, which is kind of true and all that stuff. But Ganon is a pig, so yeah, there is that. The final battle between Link and Ganon before Ganondorf and all that. And Zelda trying to help him defeat him as well. And Zelda try to paralyze him with the arrow. At the end, Link slashed Ganon with a sword. So that's a perfect ending to beat Ganon in Zelda Link to the Past and all that stuff. Uh-oh. The Hyrule homeland started getting like torn down and all that. And at the end of the day, Zelda crowded Link as the king of Hyrule, and the Master Sword is finally back in where it belongs. So, and take a look at that one more time of the art of Princess Zelda. This art form right here of Princess Zelda is really, really awesome and all that. And the creator who made this comic did a really, really great job with all the art and all the other stuff. So, and here's from that final page right here with the Master Sword and all the other stuff and stuff. And yeah, and there is the ending of the comic. And that's it for the flip throughs of the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past comic book. So yeah, there is that. So that is it, you guys, for all new episodes of flip throughs. More episodes going coming soon on my channel. So tell me, comment below what your fond memories of reading through the chapters of Zelda Link to the Past, or the Super Mario Adventures one. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Want to follow me for upcoming videos? Check out my Facebook fan page. The new Facebook fan page is going to be linked in the description down below. I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.